Hey everybody, it's Dave here, and today we are going to be breaking open a few blaster boxes which were Christmas gifts for me. It's always fun to get some sealed wax around the holiday time, so we're going to break those open today. But before we get started, let's go ahead and give away our Ultra Pass from our most recent Mail Day video. So how those work if you're new to the channel is basically I try to give you a password in each video, and you go ahead and you leave a comment that includes that password only for subscribers and US residents. Those are the only ones that can win. Sorry about that. And basically, I draw a random winner, which we're going to do right now. So we have our URL from our past video. We're going to go ahead and put the keyword filter. The password was stack, so we'll type that in right there. I believe we had a few comments on this one. We've got 5. Let's pick a winner. Jason VT Sports Guy, regular to the channel. Hey, happy holidays. Love the stack. Happy collecting. Appreciate you, Jason. Nothing you need to do to enter here because I have all of your information, but appreciate you watching the video as always, and happy holidays to you as well. So we are going to get into these blaster boxes now. I'll leave a comment, I don't know, maybe somewhere around the middle of the video for the next Ultra Pass. And basically how that works is you then get a couple of cards from my prize box on a live stream later on, so it won't be right away necessarily. I usually like to get 10 Ultra Passes per round, and then I go ahead and do that random giveaway. So you can keep an eye out for that, and congratulations on your win, Jason. So today we've got 2 Topps Archives blaster boxes, and we've also got 2 Topps Series 2 blaster boxes. It's going to be a lot of fun getting into all this. We're going to start with Topps Archives. I'll kind of give you my thoughts on the product as we go. So let's go ahead and we will rip this one open right here. If you are not familiar with Topps Archives, it came out in November. And basically, it features a bunch of past Topps designs. So it's a little bit of an inconsistent base set. You've got cards from different years, and it can be kind of fun for nostalgia collectors. I think that's probably the target audience for the most part here, which I actually want to give you my thoughts on what my version of Archives would be moving forward, but we'll do that later in the video. Like I said, these were gifts from family members around Christmas time. These are some of the harder to open packs here, Topps Archives. I did make a point of asking for sealed wax from quite a few family members. It's just one of those things that, you can't get too much of it. If you get duplicates, then, you're just going to have an even better time. And I don't know about you all, but I always struggle to come up with things on my list that I actually want. And then, like I said, you're always worried about duplicating that list to other people and everything. And, gifts around the holidays, I think, tend to get a little overrated anyway. But it's a lot of pressure, not only on you to get a good gift, but also receiving gifts graciously and all of that. So I just tried to ask for sealed wax from as many people as I thought might give it to me. And so here we are with these 4 blaster boxes. I actually also got a few hangers of Topps Series 2, but I'm going to save that for another time. I always like having some hangers if I have a friend over who's a collector, so we can just rip a little something. You know what, let me go ahead. I'll do this other blaster right here as well. We'll get this one opened up. But I hope you all had a great holiday. Those of you that are regulars to the channel, hope you got all of the cards that you wanted on your list, and that the big guy at the North Pole delivered those to you. Didn't really get much in terms of PC cards. It was basically just sealed wax that I got in terms of hobby collectibles, but that's fine by me. Especially for me, I don't, as the print runs go up and the overall products get watered down over time, I'm just finding myself enjoying ripping a little bit less each year. I mean, it's still fun, especially when you can take your time and really look through the cards, which ironically is exactly what I do not do enough of on this channel, because, quite frankly, the expectation when you are ripping product on YouTube is to rip it as fast as possible, to talk as little as possible. And I probably do a bad job on both of those fronts, but I'm going to chatter. I'm going to meander from the point, and that's my style, so take it or leave it. But I will not dwell on individual cards and read all the stats like I might if I'm just doing a private rip. I really rip probably about 10 times more slowly when it's just me. But, you know, I do try to find time to go back and look at the cards after the fact to try to enjoy them as much as I can. So anyway, we've got 2023 Topps Archives here. You guys know the big rookies that we're looking for. Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Tristan Cassius, Michael Harris, guys like that. A bunch of those guys that we're looking for. We'll create some stacks as we go. Hoping for a parallel or two per box, although that is not exactly guaranteed. We can also potentially run into an auto, so we'll see what we come across, and we'll talk about the product as we go. So, Topps Archives, like I said, different years. The first one's going to be that 1956 design with Clayton Kershaw right there, Ahmed Rosario, and we've got a lot of horizontal cards with these as well. Jose Abreu, that's the 1965 design. And we're going to try to keep an eye out for any image variations or parallels or anything like that. Wow, well, hey, look at that. We've got an auto right off the bat. Far from guaranteed. Baby Boomers auto, Miguel Vargas. Well, how do you like that? I was not expecting that in the very first pack of this blaster box, but hey, we've had some luck with retail product on this channel, and we will certainly take a Baby Boomers auto. That's got to be something like a case hit. Baby Boomers inserts, I don't even think are that easy to hit without the auto, let alone with it. So, okay, pretty cool. I was not expecting that exactly. So we will very graciously take that auto. Thank you very much. I'll create a stack for some of my PC guys here, like Vlad Guerrero. There's Michael Harris. So that is one of the top rookies we're looking for. And this design here, by the way, is the 2003 design, noted for its blue border. This was kind of around the heyday of when I started collecting, so it's a little bit nostalgic for me, for sure, to see that design, which I think is the whole point of Archives, is to kind of tap into that nostalgia. There's Rocchio from Cleveland. He's maybe one of the top, he's one of the more underrated prospects, I guess I would say. Tris Speaker, this is an insert. What do they call this one? 1957 Hit Stars. Okay. Not overly familiar with some of these inserts just yet. I have not ripped this product yet. This year, I did rip a hobby box on the channel last year. So you can go back and see that and see the autos that we pulled out of there. Taj Bradley, a nice rookie as well. There's Babe Ruth in a Red Sox uniform, kind of an unusual card. We'll put that one aside too. You're going to get 3 of these in each blaster box, roughly. These are the 1969 team history foils, so they're exclusive to blasters, and you get 3 per. I believe there's also a sky blue parallel that you can pull of these. I don't think they have numbered ones beyond that, but we'll have 3 of those per, so we'll put those ones aside as well. We've got Taylor Ward. Who else do we have? Warren Spahn. Julio Rodriguez there in the 1956 design. And with each of these, you want to be taking a look out for image variations. Now, they vary depending on which year of the set we're looking at. There's a Riley Green. We'll put him aside. So in the 1956 design, they have white back parallels. Francisco Alvarez, another... Oh, okay. I was wondering why they didn't have the RC stamp. It's because it's one of these double-up cards here, the 1965s. Oh, actually, no, that's an insert. I'm sorry. That's one of the 89 double headers inserts, and evidently they don't put the RC stamp on that for Francisco Alvarez, so it's a little unusual. Brian Bayo right there. So with the 1956s, they will have white back parallels where it's exactly like it sounds. It's a white back. So that is an image or a variation, and then they will also have image variations. So you know, you want to look up the codes and make sure you're paying attention to that. I'm not going to stop and look up each and every card here today, just because it's a little bit labor intensive. So I'm not going to stop and take the time to do that today, but you should absolutely make sure you do that on your end, just so you don't miss any big image variations or SPs or anything like that. And there's another J-Rod. This is the, what do they call this? The 1979 Topps Comics set, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if they make any parallels of that one, but that's a pretty neat card. Siri Ruiz, yeah, we'll put him aside too. Bryce Harper, put him aside. We should have one more of those foil exclusive cards here. And there it is, it's Wade Boggs. Look at Wade right there. Looking super cool in the Tampa Bay Devil Rays uniform. Jonathan India, Alex Verdugo, and there's a Shohei to round out that blaster. Well, that was pretty cool. Did not get any numbered cards that I saw, but, you know, you will take it when you get an auto instead. Let's dig into this next stack here. Speaking of the autos in here, we didn't talk about it when we pulled the Vargas, but they have all kinds of different autos in this product. Everything from, there's a Corbin Carroll, that's pretty cool. We get a numbered card coming up as well. Everything from your favorite kind of retro guys to even autos from entertainers and things like that. So it's a little bit of an eclectic, well, that's pretty interesting. It's a little bit of an eclectic sort of set if, you know, if you tend to chase entertainer autos or anything like that. So this is evidently a couple of Miguel Vargas blaster boxes, and must have specifically asked for Miguel Vargas a lot, you know, for Christmas. That is going to be the green foil, which I believe is numbered to 99, and indeed it is. You can see it right there. So we've got a couple of Miguel Vargas cards, so hey, we'll take that. Former top 100 prospect, Randy Rosarena, Alex Call. So I don't think you're typically, enough said about that guy. I don't think you're typically going to get more than one numbered card or hit per blaster, so that probably is going to round it out for us unless we get a little bit lucky here, but we'll see how it goes. Trevor Story, Vinny Pasquantino, look at that. David Ortiz in a Twins uniform, always a little bit of a strange sight there, but I'll hold on to that one. I've got a little Ortiz, and maybe not a super collection going. I probably get about 100 different cards of his. Maybe my number 2 collection next to Pedro Martinez. Another guy at PC, Joey Votto. Bo Naylor. There's an Albert Pujols and a J-Rod. So that is going to be the double headers with Ken Griffey Jr. Wow, it doesn't get much better than those two guys, huh? We'll put that one aside. We've got some Sandy, Javier Baez, any other rookies in here. Brandon Pfaadt. This probably is the first set that Brandon Pfaadt got into. His flagship rookie is in Topps Update. Or did Topps Update come out before this? Well, who can remember? And then, you know, as we've seen, there are a variety of inserts in here from, you know, Topps products throughout the year. The ones you want to make sure you're looking out for the Hobby Masters inserts, because those are super rare if you can come across those. So just something that you want to keep in mind. There's a Bobby Witt. As you are going through this product, the 2003, I don't think we went through every different variation, but the 2003 sometimes we'll have a little first year foil stamp, and that's some of the variations on the rookies in that set. There's Francisco Alvarez with his rookie card stamp right there. The 1965 design will have the photo or the design inverted. So if it looks backwards here, it's not an error. It's just that's how it's intended. It's kind of replicating an error card, basically playing on the nostalgia of that. Roberto Clemente, you know, I'll put him aside. Who else do we have rounding out this blaster box? DL Hall. Got a Robin Yount foil right there. Stephen Kwan, Carlos Correa, Manny Machado. So, you know, overall, pretty happy with the results of those two blasters, especially, you know, if you're a Miguel Vargas fan, then that's about as good as it's going to get for you. All right, now let's dig into our Topps Series 2 blaster boxes. This is a pretty common and well-known product to a lot of people in the hobby. And by the way, we have not done our Ultra Pass password, so we'll go ahead and we will provide that right now. RIP, R-I-P, RIP. Let me know what you're ripping, what you're not. Like I said, I'm kind of trying to scale back my ripping a little bit in 2024. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and open this this extra little pack here, this All-Stars pack. I didn't realize it was super glued onto the blaster box, so we'll go ahead and we'll put this over here. Let me know what products you want to rip in 2024 and which ones you are going to pass on. You know, I think, quite frankly, with the lack of value that a lot of people are getting out of these boxes and out of these products, you need to be selective with what you're opening. Now, these are all gifts for me, so I can, rip all of these and not worry about what I'm getting back out of these boxes, which is a nice feeling. I can just kind of use them to add to my PC. Boy, that is not ideal how they package those on there. But, quite frankly, you just see enough people get burned on the different products that are out there, and how many different variations and parallels and stuff like that. It's mostly a losing battle when you're talking about getting your value back on these. So if you're going to rip, you better enjoy what you're doing. You better not be doing this just for the sake of trying to flip cards and make a profit, because it's diminishing returns, to be sure. So again, UltraPass password. The password is going to be RIP, not RIP as in your friend Ultra Modern Ball here has died, but RIP as in that, ripping open sealed wax. Let me know what you want to rip. One product I will tell you that I am looking forward to ripping whenever it finally comes out is 2023 Stadium Club. I don't know if they're going to have a Stadium Club Chrome. I haven't paid that much attention to it, but that's a product that I always enjoy, and we'll look forward to when it does arrive. I believe they've hit a few delays with that product, which is always frustrating. I think it came out around this time last year, so you could theoretically have given it or received it around the holiday time last year, if I'm remembering correctly. But not so much this year, unfortunately. We're all left waiting a little bit. And we should, I would imagine, also have 2024 Series 1 designs coming out soon. I know Topps has sort of teased Series 1 a little bit, but they haven't shown the design, which again, that's another thing that seems like it's lagging compared to years past. In the past, they've given us a little bit of a teaser before now. So another little frustrating thing from Topps, and I don't mean to be all doom and gloom here on the channel. I'm actually, I enjoy the hobby a lot, but I just try to be realistic. There are enough, how should I phrase this? There are enough sycophants out there that'll tell you every single product is great, and it's just not true. You got to be thinking about this stuff critically, because I don't care who you are and how much money you have. You just have to draw the line somewhere with what you're collecting, and you can't rip it all. Like I said, regardless of how much you're making. So I'm going to try to give it to you honestly. I will say, I think Topps Series 2 overall is a pretty good product. Lower print run than Series 1. Great rookie class, which I don't need to tell you all the names, but I will anyway, just in case we have any first-timers on the channel. Corbin Carroll, Anthony Volpe, Jordan Walker. Those are the big rookies we're looking for in here. Not so much base cards, but parallels, inserts, that kind of thing. Anything that is a little bit rarer would be what we're looking for here. So we've got our two blaster stacks. I'm going to go ahead and move this one right over here, and we will dig into our first blaster. Let's see if we can get another auto. That would be crazy luck, wouldn't it? Especially if it's like that Baby Boomers where it's a, again, I don't know that that's a case hit, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that it is. They don't put the odds on the blaster boxes anymore. Let me go ahead and double check. Yeah, there's no odds on this blaster box anymore. Probably because they print too many cards and they can't fit it on the blaster box would be my guess. So I'm not going to comment on every single player or card I see here. It's flagship, so, these individual cards don't tend to hold a lot of value. Occasionally you'll find some cool stuff, though. All right, so we're getting toward the middle of the pack. We have a Royal Blue. That's a Trey Mancini Royal Blue. And we've got a commemorative patch card. These usually come one per blaster box, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Father's Day, not a parallel or anything. But if you had to pick one, for Francisco Alvarez, a rookie, is probably one of the better ones you can get. I don't know how much these go for. I want to say they're maybe, I don't know, a couple bucks a piece at most. I think I had a Ronald Acuna one at one point. I don't remember if I ripped that one on the channel or not. But anyway, getting back to the product, there are 17 different parallels out of this product. So, unfortunately, that gets to the whole watering it down point that I've made before. It's unfortunate to see, but they added, for example, purple foils and blue foils with this particular release. You can, of course, also get the Golden Mirror SSPs, which I have not had the pleasure of pulling one yet, unfortunately. There's a Mike Trout 88. That's kind of a cool card. Jose Altuve, Stars of MLB. Those Stars of MLB cards, you get several of those per blaster box. They are not exactly rare. Josh Young, another one of the top rookies in this product, so we'll put him aside. You also get, one of the things I'm going to be on the lookout for here, I've gotten a few Francisco Alvarez cards in this rip today. One of the things I'm going to be looking for in particular are the World Baseball Classic inserts. Now, it's just your standard insert set. Hey, that one's pretty cool. That's a Stars of MLB Chrome, which those are a little bit rarer, harder to come by, and it is one of our top rookies, if not the top rookie in the entire product, and of the 2023 rookie class, Corbin Carroll. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll soft sleeve that one, and for the sake of filling up the stage, I'll put him over here. Not a crazy card there, maybe about $1, something like that. But the World Baseball Classic insert set, the reason why I'm going to be looking for that is some of the Japanese players that haven't yet made their debut but are very hyped up actually resell for quite a bit, even if it's not one of the parallels from that set. So I looked this up before I hopped on to do this rip. Yoshinobu Yamamoto cards, who, if you're not familiar with Yamamoto, that's the insert set I'm talking about. We got a Harry Ford right here. But if you're not familiar with Yamamoto, he just signed with the Dodgers for around $300 million, part of the Dodgers' $1 billion in offseason spending, which is just absolutely crazy. I still can't wrap my head around that. And his cards, again, just the base World Baseball Classic cards like this with the white border, those last I looked were going for $10 to $20, which is just absolutely crazy. And we've got a backwards card here. Taylor Wallace is going to be the rainbow foil. Nothing special there. Trey Turner, which is just absolutely crazy. I mean, obviously there are not a lot of his cards yet. There's a Corbin Carroll. But there will be a lot more in 2024. So if you do have any of his, whether it's from the World Baseball Classic set in Series 2, or whether it's from 1988 All-Star Manny Machado, or whether it's from... there are other releases that have him in there. I think Bowman Chrome had a run of World Baseball Classic cards. There's also the Topps NPB cards where you can pull some base Yamamoto, and Roki Sasaki, I believe, is in there as well. There's Shohei Ohtani. And those also sell for crazy amounts. He's just a guy that everybody is gobbling up. So we get another World Baseball Classic. Okay, so that's actually a parallel right there. And we get Francisco Alvarez. That is the blue parallel. So these ones can go missing sometimes. I've found these in bargain bins sometimes. The blue border is kind of subtle. Let's see if I still have that other World Baseball Classic. Yes, just to show you. So the blue border versus the white. These are not numbered, but they are still probably pretty tough hits. So I'll go ahead and soft sleeve it. It's not a rookie or anything like that. Alec Thomas, pretty good player for the Diamondbacks. We'll put him aside. But still one that you want to keep an eye out for, just in case. Because in the past, those blue parallels have been pretty tough hits out of Topps flagship products. So, again, I don't have the odds in front of me, but probably, a pretty tough card to hit overall. Other ones I'm looking for out of Series 2, if we can get crazy lucky enough, Heavy Lumber, which are basically SSPs. They're wood grain cards, and they're very, very tough to hit. I've never hit one. There's a Vladimir Guerrero Significant Statistics insert. Another Francisco Alvarez Stars of MLB. And you can also get social media follow-back cards that feature players who will follow you back if you redeem it. I've seen them for sale. I've never come across one in the wild or anything like that. But it's a pretty cool idea. There's a home run challenge card that is long expired, I'm sure. There's a Josh Young, Stars of MLB. Again, those Stars of MLB base cards don't really hold a lot of value. But yeah, to the point that I was just speaking on there, a crazy offseason for the Dodgers. I don't think I've had a video on the channel since that happened, but spending $1 billion in free agency, it's just mentally exhausting to think about one team spending all of that. Usually in the past, it's been that kind of team right there, the Yankees, but the Dodgers just spending an absurd amount of money. And we should see some of those other free agents that are still out there, guys like Montgomery and Snell, kind of sign soon as the market settles a little bit. Let's take a little peek, see if we have any numbered cards in here. I'm not seeing anything, but we'll go through it. We'll make sure. And we should also have Baseball Hall of Fame results by the end of the month. I think it's typically around January that those come out. And right now it's looking like Adrian Beltre, Todd Helton, Joe Mauer, Billy Wagner. Those guys are all in pretty good shape from what I've seen with the latest votes. Meanwhile, guys like Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, Gary Sheffield, they have a shot, but they're going to need a little bit of help from some of the remaining ballots that are out there. There's a Hall of Fame tracker. I'm sure you can Google it and find it. And it's got all of the ballots that are publicly released from people that tweet out their ballots and things like that. Always interesting to see, and they always run the numbers. They crunch everything, and always super interesting to see who's likely to get in and who's not. I have a numbered parallel Hall of Famer PC, so I'm always super curious to see who will be getting in, so I can add that person to my PC. But, you know, just a matter of time. We're just going to have to play it out. There's a Tim Anderson Father's Day card as well. Did we just get two of the same trade turn? Oh, I think that might be a repeat from the last blaster. So we'll have to see who gets into the Hall of Fame. Again, we should know about that pretty soon. And we have a Royal Blue parallel at least. I would love it if this was a Corbin Carroll, but it is a Kyle Higashioka. We'll put him over in that pile there. There's a Shohei Ohtani, Stars of MLB. If you have to pull any Stars of MLB, him or a Corbin Carroll would probably be the one that you want to get. And we'll round out the rest of these flagship cards here. I'm going to go back and make sure I didn't miss any Golden Mirror SSPs, although I think they flip them upside down. And Mitch Keller, what is that, a rainbow foil? Yeah, rainbow foil. And an Eloy Jimenez. So, overall, a pretty successful couple of blasters. Whenever you can pull an auto, a rookie auto like that, that is a pretty successful box. So we'll take the Miguel Vargas, plus the Miguel Vargas green, numbered to 99. And we've got the Corbin Carroll Stars of MLB Chrome. I didn't even go into these All-Star Game cards here, which I hadn't seen those previously attached to the blasters. So not sure if these are exclusive to a particular store or what the deal is there. But we've got a Jordan Walker, so that's pretty cool. James Outman, Luis Castillo, Juan Soto, the latest Yankee, Xander Bogaerts, and Mookie Betts. So, hey, a little cool subset there. Thank you, as always, for checking out the channel and watching this rip. Again, if you want to enter the Ultra Pass, please listen to the look in the notes for the rules and check out the password, which I said around the middle of the video. Always appreciate all of you tuning into the videos. Again, leave a comment anytime. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll do more of this in the future. Thank you so much. We'll catch you later.